full name Mark Elliott Zuckerberg in 1984 in White Plains, New York, to Karen, a psychiatrist, and Edward Zuckerberg, a dentist. He and his three sisters, Randy, Donna, and Ariel, grew up in Dobbs Ferry, New York. Since childhood, Zuckerberg liked to tinker with computers, try various computer programs, and learn to make them. His own father bought him a computer when he was 8 years old. While at Phillips Exeter Academy High School, he and his partner, D'Angelo, created a plug-in for the Winamp MP3 player. Plug-in are computer programs that can interact with host applications such as web browser or email for catering purposes. Zuckerberg and D'Angelo create a plugin to collect people's favorites for various types of songs and then create playlists according to their tastes. Study at Harvard. They sent the program to various companies including to AOL, American Online, and Microsoft. In his final years at the Phillips, he was recruited by Microsoft and AOL for a project. As they continued on to a high school grade, the two had to separate. D'Angelo went to Caltech, while Zuckerberg went to Harvard. Although in the end Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of college because he concentrated on developing Facebook. Future Facebook. This is where Harvard Zuckerberg came up with the idea of creating an online student directory book because his university wanted to share a Facebook, a student book containing photos and identities of students at the university, to know students as a means of friendship between them. But every time he offered to create the directory, Harvard turned it down. They said they had a reason not to collect this student information, Zuckerberg said later. One night in his sophomore year at Harvard, Zuckerberg sabotaged Harvard student data and put it on a website he created called FaceMask. Harvard knew about it, and the internet connection was cut off. Zuckerberg was sued for stealing data. This curly-haired young man also apologized to colleagues whose photos were posted on FaceMask, but he regretted his action. I think such information should be available online, he said. Founding Facebook. Instead of giving up, they created a new website with the name Facebook. This website he launched in February 2004. Facebook is an improvement from FaceMask. The goal remained as a meeting place for fellow Harvard students. The explanation on his website now states the Facebook is a social tool to help people communicate more efficiently with colleagues, family, or coworkers. The inclusion of these many applications set Facebook apart from other social networking websites such as MySpace. Then people flocked to visit the site and register as a member. Within 2 weeks of its launch, Harvard students already had accounts on Facebook. It turned out that only Harvard students were interested. Several campuses around Harvard also asked to be included in the Facebook network. Facebook is growing fast. This overwhelmed Zuckerberg. He then asked two of his friends to help develop Facebook. Within 4 months, Facebook was able to capture 30 campuses. By the end of 2004, the number of Facebook users had reached 1 million. Facebook users continue to increase. In fact, there are a number of people who are the largest students or would still want to join. This Facebook fresher met Zuckerberg and his friend decided Facebook opened the network for high school students in September 2005. Soon they also opened a network of office workers. This extraordinary business made Zuckerberg had to decide to leave Harvard. Zuckerberg and his friends then developed Facebook even further. In September 2006, Facebook opened registration for the public network with the condition of having an email. Since then, the number of Facebook members skyrocketed. Mark Zuckerberg wealth. Early in 2009, Mark Zuckerberg was awarded the Young Global Leaders. Mark Zuckerberg is only 30 years old, but he can make $44 billion. The success of the man who founded Facebook, one of the world's leading social networking sites, has made him perched in the ranks of the 10 richest people in the world according to Forbes.